Oil changes look simple. Drain, fill, tighten, and you're done. But the truth is this: most engines aren't destroyed by bad driving. They're destroyed by small mistakes made right after an oil change. A crossed thread here, a crushed gasket there, half a quart low, and suddenly you're facing turbo starvation and multi-thousand-dollar repairs. So today we break down the 12 mistakes every driver must avoid immediately. If you want your engine to last long, this list actually matters most. Number 12, forgetting the oil cap. We are starting with the dumb one. You finish pouring in that beautiful, expensive new oil. You are so proud. You grab the empty bottle, you close the hood, you start the car, and you drive off and you forgot to put the oil cap back on. What happens? You are now pressure washing your entire engine bay from the inside with hot, oily mist. Your engine has a positive crankcase ventilation system. It is pressurized, and that oil cap hole is now a volcano. It sprays a fine, hot mist of oil all over everything. Your alternator, your serpentine belt, your wiring harness, and your red-hot exhaust manifold. You know what hot oil on a red-hot exhaust makes? Fire. You just turned your $20,000 car into a $500 insurance write-off. But let's be generous. Let's say it doesn't catch fire. You just coated your entire serpentine belt in oil. That belt now slips. Your alternator stops charging. Your water pump stops pumping. Your engine overheats. You just cost yourself $1,000 for a new belt, a new alternator, and a steam clean, all because you forgot a $2 piece of plastic. Well, forgetting your oil cap is a messy mistake. But what about a mistake that is silent? A mistake that kills your brand new high-tech engine slowly? Number 11, using the thick is better oil, wrong weight. This is the old-timer mistake. Here is the truth. Modern engines are not your grandpa's Oldsmobile. They are built with microscopic tolerances, tiny, little passages, your variable valve timing, VVT system. It works on oil pressure through passages the size of a pinhole. Your turbo, the bearings spin at 100,000 RPM. That thin 0W20 oil is designed to rush to those parts in milliseconds on a cold start. That thick 20-watt 50 you just put in, it's molasses. On that cold start, your engine is starved. The oil pump is screaming. The VVT solenoids are clogged. The turbo is spinning on dry, bare metal. You are not protecting your engine. You are grinding it to dust. That check engine light that just came on, that's your VVT cam phaser failing. That whining sound, that's your turbo dying. You just cost yourself $2,000 for a new turbo. You just cost yourself $1,500 for a VVT repair. You know what's easier than changing oil? Subscribing to our channel and like this video? The weight is one thing, but what about the recipe? What if the oil you used isn't oil at all? What if it's poison? Number 10, using conventional in a synthetic-only engine. Your new car demands full synthetic, but you're at the auto parts store. It's a scam, you say. Oil is oil. No, it is not. A modern turbocharged gasoline direct injection, TGDI engine is hell. It runs hotter. It runs at insane pressures. And conventional oil, it burns, it cokes. That cheap oil hits your 400-degree turbocharger and it fries instantly. It turns into a hard black carbon sludge. This is turbo coke. You did not save 50 bucks. You just bought a $2,500 new turbo. You just bought a $3,000 timing chain job. Congratulations. You just made the worst financial decision of your life. Okay, the oil is right. You spent the money. You got the good stuff. But what about the bolts? What about the one bolt you cannot mess up? Number 9, the drain plug strip. This is the brute force and ignorance mistake. You are under the car. You are putting the drain plug back in. It's gotta be tight, you think. It can't leak. So you grab your biggest ratchet, you put your shoulder into it, you give it that one extra grunt, and the bolt goes soft. You just strip the threads, but you did not strip the bolt. Oh no, the bolt is made of hardened steel. You just stripped the oil pan, the soft aluminum $200 oil pan. You cannot unstrip it. You cannot just put a new bolt in. The pan is the part that's broken. So what are your choices? You can try a helicoil and pray it holds. You can try one of those expanding rubber plugs and pray it doesn't pop out on the highway. Or you can do it the right way. And the right way is a new oil pan. And on your car, you have to drop the subframe to get the pan off. The part is $200. The labor is $600. You just cost yourself $800 because you didn't use a $10 torque wrench. You stripped the drain plug, a rookie mistake. But what about the filter? What happens when you mess that up? Number 8, the death grip filter, Titan. This is the other brute force mistake. The old filter was a nightmare to get off. You had to use that giant claw of death wrench. So you think, I'm not letting that happen again. Wait, no. You think the opposite. You think, it must be that tight for a reason. So you spin the new filter on, hand tight, the box says. Hand tight is for WIMPS, you say. You grab your wrench, and you give it one more quarter turn. You just crush the O-ring. That rubber gasket is designed to swell with heat and create a perfect seal. You just squeezed it and deformed it. You just created a weak spot. You start the car. The oil pressure hits and it finds that weak spot. It's not a gusher yet. It's a drip, a fast drip. You drive on the highway. That drip becomes a spray. It sprays all over your hot exhaust. You are now in a fire hazard. Or you just lose 2 quarts of oil on a 30-minute drive. The engine starves. It seizes. You just cost yourself $5,000 because you didn't trust your own hands. Over-tightening is one thing. But what about the 10-second step before you tighten it that every rookie forgets? Number 7, forgetting to lube the gasket. This is the dry gasket mistake. You are so excited. You have the new filter. It's beautiful. You just spin it on, right out of the box. Bone dry. You just failed. That new black rubber gasket is dry. The engine block is dry. What happens when you spin on a dry gasket? It does not spin. It catches, it grabs, it pinches, it tears. You think it's sealed. You think it's tight. But you have just created a 1 millimeter tear in the most important seal on your engine. You start the car. The oil pressure builds, and it finds that tear. This is not a drip. This is a spray. This is an engine seizure at the end of your driveway mistake. You just cost yourself $6,000 because you forgot to take one finger, dip it in the new oil, and wipe it on the gasket. The most expensive mistake of laziness in the book. The filter is on. The oil is in. You turn the key and you make the one sound that kills your bearings. Well, tough luck, but it can be much worse. Number 6, the first start engine rev. This is the impatient man's mistake. The job is done. You turn the key, the engine catches, and immediately that little red oil can light is on. Your lizard brain panics. Oh no, the oil isn't moving. I gotta help it. So you blip the throttle. Vroom. See, you think? The light went off. You just ground your rod bearings into metal dust. Why was the light on? Because your new oil filter was empty. Your oil passages were empty. It takes 2 to 3 full seconds at idle for the oil pump to fill that filter, build pressure, and send oil to the engine. For those 3 seconds, your engine is bone, dry, and you just revved it to 4,000 RPM. You just spun your crankshaft on dry metal. You started it right. You let it idle. The light went off. But what if you put the wrong filter on? What if it looks right but is deadly wrong? Number 5, using the wrong oil filter, the bypass mistake. You go to the parts store for an oil filter. It looks right. It threads on. It's the same size, but it's the wrong part number. You think it's fine. A filter is a filter. It is not. The most important part of a filter is the part you can't see, the bypass valve. This is a spring-loaded valve that lets oil bypass the filter on a cold start when the oil is thick. Your engine is designed for a bypass pressure of, say, 12 psi. The filter you just put on is for a truck. It has a bypass pressure of 22 psi. What happens? You start your car on a cold morning. The oil is thick. It can't push past the filter. It can't open the bypass valve. The oil pump is pushing, but nothing is moving. Your engine is starved of oil for 30 seconds. You are grinding your cams, you are scoring your cylinders, or the pressure builds up so high that the cheap gasket on that wrong filter blows out. and you dump all your oil on the highway. Either way, your engine is toast, and you just cost yourself $5,000 because you trusted a $5 wrong part. Okay, right filter, right oil. You started it right, but you made one critical measurement error. Number 4, underfilling the engine. This is the most obvious and the most deadly. You are filling the engine. You check the dipstick. Is that the line? I think that's the line. You thought your car took 4 quarts. It needed 5.5. You are now running 1.5 quarts low. It's fine, you think. It's still on the stick. It is not fine. That full line is there for a reason. You take a hard right turn. All of that oil sloshes to the side of the pan. The oil pump pickup tube is now sucking on air. For 3 seconds, your engine has 0 oil pressure, but you are in a turn. The engine is under load. Your rod bearings are smashed, galled, and destroyed. You pull out of the turn. The oil sloshes back, but the damage is done. You cannot fix this. This is not a repair. This is a replacement. You just cost yourself $6,000. Okay, folks, we are at number 4. We have left the slow kills behind. We are at the top 3, the holy trinity of stupid. These are the mistakes that turn a good day into a financial nightmare in seconds. We are talking about the lazy mistake that kills your engine while you sleep. This is the top 3. Number 3, not checking for leak. This is the arrogant mistake. You did not check for leaks, and that drain plug that you under-tightened, that filter gasket that you forgot to lube, they're probably dripping oil. All night long, that beautiful, expensive $70 synthetic oil is forming a giant black puddle on your garage floor. You come out in the morning. You are late for work. You jump in the car. You start it. The oil light flashes. You think. That's weird. You back out of the driveway and the engine seizes. Thunk, squeal, silence. You just ran your engine with 0 oil. You just cost yourself $6,000 because you were too lazy to wait 30 seconds and look. That is too little oil. But what about the opposite? What about the mistake that is even more common? What if the problem is too much? Number 2, overfilling the engine, the crank killer. Here is what happens. Your oil level is too high. It is so high that the crankshaft, which is spinning at 3,000 RPM, slams into the surface of the oil. It turns your beautiful liquid oil into a frothy, bubbly foam. It looks like a root beer float. And what is the problem with foam? You cannot pump foam. Your oil pump, which is designed to pump a liquid, cavitates. It starts sucking air bubbles. Your engine is now starved of oil, even though it is too full. The oil light flickers. The bearings starve. And all that pressure from the crank slapping the oil has to go somewhere. Pop. There goes your rear main seal. Pop. There goes your valve cover gasket. You just cost yourself $3,000 because you were too lazy to read a dipstick. But that is not the worst. That is not the oh God no moment. Number 1 is the gusher, the geyser, the driveway disaster. Number 1, the double gasket. This is it, the rookie of all rookies, the undisputed heavyweight champion of oil change. Failures, this is the double gasket. Here is the scenario. You are under the car. You take the old filter off. It's tight. You fight it. It finally comes loose. You grab your rag. You wipe the block. You grab your new filter. You correctly lube the new gasket, and you spin it on, but you missed it. The old rubber gasket from the old filter did not come off with the filter. It is stuck to the engine block. It's black. The block is black. You didn't see it, and you just screwed your new filter with its new gasket right on top of the old one. You have rubber on rubber. It cannot seal. You fill the engine. You get in the car. You turn the key. The engine starts. The oil pump primes. The oil pressure hits 100 psi, and it finds that weak seal, and pop. This is not a leak. This is not a drip. This is a fire hose. The oil light flashes. The stop engine now alarm beeps, but by the time your brain registers the sound, it is too late. Your engine has run for 5 seconds with 0 oil at 1,000 RPM. It is done. It is a boat anchor. It is a $7,000 metal brick. All because you didn't look. Bonus tip for the high mileage drivers. Okay, you did it right. No leaks, right oil, right filter. But your engine has 150,000 miles, and it has sludge. You just poured that beautiful $70 synthetic oil into a dirty engine. It's like taking a shower and putting on dirty underwear. Here is the real hack, the one that works, the engine flush. 10 minutes before you drain the old oil, you pour this entire can into the old hot oil, and you let the car idle, just idle, for 10 to 15 minutes. Do not drive it. This stuff is a high-potency detergent. It is melting all of that sludge, all of that gunk, all of that carbon that is stuck in the corners of your engine. It is dissolving it and suspending it in the old oil. Then you pull the drain plug, and what comes out is not just oil. It is a black, chunky, horrifying sludge. That is the stuff that was clogging your VVT solenoids. That is the stuff that was making your lifters tick, tick, tick. You just saved yourself a $2,000 noisy lifter repair with a $15 can. Now your new oil is going into a spotlessly clean engine. And that is the list. The simple mistakes that cost you thousands. Click the next video, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe.